Greetings and welcome to this exciting and empowering talk show, the Doren Makomo Talk Show. It is the show that matters. And exactly this is the time where we get to be empowered, a time where we get to learn, a time where we get to be transformed and inspired. I'm Mandipa Chingoja and my co-anchor.
Nyasha Shalom Kulani.
Nyasha, last week we dwelt on the questions that we felt like they were burning, and the questions that we got from our viewers on Do It October, a theme that we just introduced for our new season. And I'm very excited and very curious to know more about Do It October. How are you feeling?
Wow, I'm super excited because this is something that was we were so eager to hear, and we were waiting during this whole week. We were so eager and preparing ourselves so that we can learn from the mighty woman of God while she is in our midst.
Yes. And I agree with you. I can see from the way you are expressing yourself that you're very curious. And curiosity killed a cat. I'm sure we don't want to die right now. So without much ado, I will leave you to introduce our esteemed mother.
Wow, this is quite an honor to introduce the woman of God in our midst. You know, Mandipa, in this season, a great man once said, we are in the edge of information. And Pastor Doren is a fountain of knowledge, full of wisdom. We are so grateful to be in your sphere. Pastor Doren, welcome today.
My pleasure, Nyasha.
Wow.
Thank you, Mom. And we are very honored that we are here as listeners and we are here as students to learn, to get empowered, to get inspired by you. And I'm very sure that we shouldn't waste much time because, as we said earlier, curiosity killed a cat. We don't want to be curious anymore. Mom, we want to know more or a background, in fact, on Do It October. Why did you choose the topic Do It October for this season?
Well, thank you, Mandipa. It's been a wonderful time having you in the studio. And we are moving from the season of wisdom and wellness that we were walking in. And we talked much about wisdom and wellness, trying to educate people on how life is supposed to be lived. Giving people knowledge, giving people wisdom on how to maneuver life, on how to live well whilst we're still on earth. For this earth has been given unto us by the Lord so that we enjoy everything during our days. So there must be a map for everyone on how to live a better life. So I'm very excited today that we are back again in the studio. And we talked previously about preparation. So everything needs preparation. So I hope we prepared people much. So this Do It October month is a month of action. When we look in the word do it, it requires some action from everybody that who is watching this show, and those whom they're going to show to share this show with. So I'm so excited that we are moving on with the time as people of the 21st century. We need to be active. We need to be people who are moving with life. You know, everything needs people to get involved, because we don't just sit idle. We don't just watch things falling. We need to get into things. We need to involve ourselves.
Wow. You know, one thing I've liked from what she has said, it's not all about having knowledge only, but you're supposed to put it in action. It's not supposed to just end in you having your knowledge and you just sit back and say, oh, it's going to be well. But we must do it. And we are doing it in October.
Exactly.
So, Mom, you didn't end there in saying Do It October. You went on to say inbuilt excellence, discovering your inbuilt excellence. can you explain more on what you meant or what is meant by inbuilt?
Oh, this Do It month of October, we are talking about the inbuilt excellence.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the word inbuilt, which is something existing with the originality part of it, or something that is inborn.
Okay.
You know, we are born with certain talents in us. You know, when are brought to this world of the living, you know, God has something that He bestows on each and every human being on earth. And it takes time. It might take years to manifest those inborn things, the inbuilt talents that are in us. You know, for you to discover that which is bestowed upon your life,
Yes.
and that which is inbuilt, it takes time, it takes action. Like I said, to do it month. October is the Do It month.
Yes.
So it requires some action to discover what is it that is in you need to work on
Yes.
to excel.
I agree. Working on, excelling, inborn. So, inbuilt, we are talking about inborn talents. We are talking about something that we need to excel, but it's already in us. But it just needs to come to the surface. And, Mom, I wanted to ask also, what do we mean by excellence, so that we can get the definition of the whole broad term inbuilt excellence?
Excellence is a talent or a quality that is usually a good and surpasses the ordinary standards.
Okay.
When we talk of excellence, we talk of surpassing, we talk of value, we talk of quality.
Okay.
Yes, and you know, I take excellence as a product and a process.
Okay.
You know, when I'm talking about a product, to those who are into marketing, they really understand what a product is. Mm-hmm. When you are into this business of production, of producing some goods or whatever things that you are into, everybody has this mind of getting to the top. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, you know, there's something that really drives people to attain excellence when they're in the marketing business. Being in the marketing business, you are looking at competitors. It's not about one person who is in the business, who has got some products. You'll find there are other people who are producing the same product as yours. So what really happens now is there's a competition in the market. So one needs to really work on the quality of the product. And it's a process to come out with quality, with excellence on the product. When you have a quality product, it sells itself. And you find people, they flock to buy your product. You know, I was once in the marketing. You know, our business was to promote the products of our company. So there was a time when we would put our products on promotion. And what really happens when you get in the supermarkets and the wholesales, there is some end that is facing to the entrance, which is called the gondola end. And what you'll be doing is you'll be advertising your product. You want to catch the eyes of the customers the moment they walk in. Their eyes are caught by that product you've displayed on the gondola end. What you're simply doing is you're promoting the quality of your product. You're simply telling the people, this is what you're supposed to buy. This is an excellent product. So when you talk of excellence, it's a process. It goes on and on and on. When you attain excellence, it's not a one-day thing. It's a process that you need to go over and over again because of those competitors. Yeah.
So here our good is me as a personal person. I need to let that excellence in me outshine, outstand, so that I'll be competitive in the marketplace, which is in our surroundings that we are in, with other individuals who are doing whatever they're doing. I need to excel in whatever I'll be doing. It's not just about doing something, but it's taking a mile further, pushing yourself so that you excel. So is it all about me pushing myself more, or there are things that are there that can push me outside me pushing myself, other things that surround me?
Okay. You know what, in marketing, what it really takes? There is a market, what we call the market research, that you need to go outside. You interfere with people who are also in business, who are also doing the same business with you. What you'll be doing a research on what people really need on the market. What is it that is on demand at the market? What is the quality of the product? You look at the quality also that people look into. People don't just buy things for the sake of buying, but they look at quality, not at quantity. So this is how you are supposed to expose yourself, so that you really gather some information, some knowledge on how you can excel in that particular line of business you are doing. You excel through other people who are already in that same business. Sometimes you need to divert, because sometimes there are some stiff competitions and the product that will be running. So there's usually a room for you to divert on the products, on the line of product that you are doing. It only comes out when you go outside and do some market research.
Wow, this is transforming. I feel excellent right now. But it's my duty to, outshine, to expose what I have. Mom, let me take you back a bit. When you said excellency, we are talking about inbuilt excellency, but you mentioned something about asking other people, asking people who have done it, asking people who have uplifted themselves. So I wanted to ask, can I incorporate the society if I want to achieve inbuilt excellence?
Yeah, to some extent you have to. Because sometimes some people are slow to see, slow to notice, slow to think, So it will take time and years for someone to notice, to realize the talent that is inside him or her. So sometimes you need other people that will see for you, that have eyes that see. So someone will be too blind to see. So other people are very important in our lives. We need the corporate world sometimes. So others can identify those talents in you and may come to your help, so that you may work on your talent and achieve excellence.
I love the statement when she said you need another eye to see for you. It's not always that you are able to see for yourself, but you need someone to see it for you, to see the talent in you, to see the excellence in you. Wow, this is in depth, I tell you. Mom, you said something about research, seeking, and so in the process of me, this is something that is inborn inside me, as you said. But now you're saying I'm supposed to research and seek. What are you trying to say? Because it's something that you said, I'm born with it. So where am I supposed to go and research, or what am I supposed to research?
You can do what I call a self-research.
Okay.
You do a survey of yourself. What is it that I'm really interested in? What is it that I do on daily basis? You look into yourself. You examine yourself. You do this balance sheet checking of oneself. What is it that I really love to do?
Yes.
So this is how we discover our inbuilt excellence. And like I said, there's nobody born with excellence. You work towards it. You know, there's a saying which says experience is the best teacher. Yes. So there's nobody who is excelled without getting into action, without applying the knowledge that one is acquired whether at school, whether from other people, yes, so that they can polish up, they can work on that talent that one has. So it is very important that you look into yourself, and look at what you are interested in, yes, what you do on daily basis. When you wake up every day, there is something that you tell yourself, I want to do this and this. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow it's that same thing again. Tomorrow and that same thing again. But you could fail to realize or to understand that God has bestowed some substance in you, some excellence in you that needs to be worked on.
Wow. This is deep indeed. And I must say, Pastor Doren, I like the way that you are expressing your hands. It shows an element of doing it, as we are in the season of doing it, October. Okay, the second question that was burning, a major one, was the critical elements, the critical factors of inborn excellence.
We have got quite a number of these critical elements of excellence. I might go through the list, then we'll explain one by one. Yes. There is self-awareness, and we have vision and purpose.
Okay.
We have the accountability, then adaptability. We have the growth mindset, positive thoughts, and so on and so on. Yes. So, when we look at the vision and the purpose,
yes,
you cannot have the quality of life that you really desire when you don't have a vision, when you don't have a purpose in life. So, a vision is quite, maybe, can I say, a plan, a guiding plan of your life. A vision will take you where you cannot. Yes. A vision will make you a person whom you desire to become.
Okay.
So when we talk of excellence, one has to have a vision, because excellence needs someone who is passionate about being an excellent person. Yes. So you need to develop that passion to become an excellent person, to become a person of high values, a person of superiority standards. So a vision is there to guide you. And when we talk of a purpose, you always have this question of why.
Okay.
Why? Okay. Why do I want to become like this? Yes. How do I go there? How do I achieve? Yes. Why do I want to achieve? So with a vision, you are guided. You will become whom you want to become, because you always have that hunger to achieve that which we have put on plan, which we have written down.
Yes. Well, most of us, we have vision written down. Mostly you just write your vision. I have a vision of this. But the issue of purpose, having reasons why you want to do something, this is quite new to me. I didn't know about this. Yes. As I've said before, she's a fountain of knowledge. And wow. So this thing, We are saying that a vision, you are supposed to have vision and have a purpose for you to have excellency. And you said excellency is a process, meaning that your vision, you can never achieve it in a day.
Yes.
You are supposed to work day by day and day by day until you reach there, until you have achieved that excellence. But you're not just supposed to do it in a normal way. You're supposed to outpass your ability or your sphere of influence.
Oh, yes, exactly.
Ish.
And you know, sometimes when I look at a vision, I see it as a baby.
Okay.
You know, when you have a baby is a very special thing, you know. It's a very special gift. So when you're looking at your baby, there is a life that is in your mind that you desire your baby to become. And there are stages. We move from one stage to another stage, from the infants to youth, to womanhood, to manhood, and to the old age. So there are things that you desire for your child to become. So you nurse your baby with a very careful eye. You would watch the steps of your child each and every single day. When he goes out of the way, you would want to get him back to the way. So this is how I take a vision. It's like a baby. You need to nurse it. You need to feed it until it has grown up, until it has reached the maturity stage where it will now give you its fruits.
I liked the baby theory. It's very strong and I appreciate it. Pastor D, I believe that vision is not only the critical element in inbuilt excellency. She also mentioned something about self-awareness, self-introspection. So we need to know something deep about that point.
Thank you, Mandipa. This other element of self-awareness is when one needs to have this perspective of personality.
Okay.
This is when we look at our weaknesses, we look at our strengths, our beliefs. Also, we look at what we believe in, what we want to achieve, how we want to achieve, and when we want to achieve. So this self-awareness will help you to focus on your vision. And you need to work on your weaknesses and your strength. Remember, we are talking about excellence.
Yes.
Excellence can be distorted by our behaviors, by our emotions, the bad emotions, the negative emotions. So one needs to have this emotional management. You need to manage yourself. Sometimes other people get offended or they give up easily because of failing to manage their emotions. When one fails to achieve something in a way he was expecting it, or the way someone was expecting to achieve, and the time to achieve it, others are not all that patient to wait upon time. So they would draw back, forgetting that they have a vision that is supposed to be nursed until the maturity stage. So failing to do so, to work on the weaknesses and polish on the strength, you might lose it up. You might fail to get that quality thing. So being self-aware is very encouraged when you want to achieve excellence.
Oh, this brought me back to the statement that she once said, that you do a balance sheet of yourself. So, Pastor D, you're trying to say that my emotions can hinder me from achieving personal excellence. Is it that I'll be building a wall around myself, that I don't have that exposure or that interaction with others?
Exactly. Because when you do self-awareness, you must also look at how other people think about you. When other people pass some comments, How do you react? You know, criticism, many people, they don't like criticism. But those with a positive mindset, those who have learned to control their emotions, they accept criticism because criticism is for your betterment. You look into things, then you see where you have failed, you see where you want to work on so that you attain that you are looking forward to, so that you achieve that excellence quality. So it is really important that you avoid building a barrier for yourself. You have to interact with other people. Remember, we don't only have this inbuilt excellence, but sometimes excellence is achieved from experience, work experience, or from being trained, or from other colleagues. You would go to them, ask them how they have achieved or how they've gained what they have gained. How did they gain it? How did they get to that stage? So you need other people around. So when you are a person of temperaments, you must forget and smile. You will not achieve excellence. You need to be a humble person, a person who knows how to manage his or her feelings.
Yes. Well, emotion, vision. I think I should call myself Mandipa Shin so that I do not forget what she is saying. Pastor D, you mentioned something about controlling our emotions. We see the environment that we have when we are trying to achieve inbuilt excellence. We face hiccups, we face challenges, we face negative things that come around us. So how do I deal with such a situation?
Remember, Mandipa, when we get some frustrations along the way, you must develop the fruit of the Spirit, which is patience. And when we fail, you know, failure is the best teacher. It doesn't, other people think when they fail, then they have to quit.
Okay.
I want to tell other people that when you fail, continue to fail to attain excellence. Because the moment you get over and over again over one thing, you will be polishing it up until you get to an excellent stage. So it does not mean when you get into hiccups, you get into some hindrances, some barriers ahead. You know, I think of some motorists. You know, these days our roads, some have potholes, some are bumpy, but when you're traveling at a higher speed, you know, there are speed limits in the road. So there's a certain speed that you're supposed to travel with in a road which is bumpy or in a road which has some potholes. When you travel at 180 kilometers in a bumpy road or there's a tendency to lose control and the vehicle will overturn. So we have to avoid such scenarios of overturning, of overspeeding. You know, each road has its speed limits. So travel at the speed that is given to you. And that way you will achieve excellence.
So in the process of achieving excellence, it's not going to be a smooth ride.
Yes.
You are going to meet up hiccups. Wow, this is so painful to end this because it was now getting deeper and deeper and deeper and a lot of surprises of new things. But I'm sure there is a next season that we wouldn't want to miss. Pastor D, thank you so much for this mighty information that you have given us today. We are so honored.
It's been a pleasure.
Our viewers, thank you so much for connecting. Keep on liking and sharing and follow us on Olives TV on Facebook and on Instagram. And also Doren Makomo page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Nyasha
Mandipa,
signing out.